Global mobility managers are acutely aware that one of the highest risks of failure in international assignments is the assignee's spouse or family's inability to adjust to the new location. Actually, the emotional well-being of a partner and children is critical to assignment success. Yet the importance of this factor is often totally underestimated by relocation policies. So here are a few common difficulties cited by trailing spouses that mobility managers are really well advised to keep in mind. The first one is that employers often assume that because an employee has accepted an assignment, that this indicates that the whole family is totally on board with the decision. Too often we've noted, however, that there may be substantial tensions between the partners that have not been addressed. And these are not transparent to the company in any way or form. Secondly, finding paid employment in a new location is often quite challenging, and deciding whether to accompany their partner on assignment can be difficult for trailing partners who have their own thriving careers back home. This issue was clearly reflected in the Cartus 2014 Trends in Global Relocation Survey, when 65% of employers cited partner employment issues as the most important reason that employees actually turn down assignments. The inability to find meaningful employment in the host location can really negatively impact the self-esteem of these partners. Many of them complain that there's a perceptible sort of shift in control between them and their working partner as a result, which causes huge tension in the relationship. Leaving friends is another one. So family, familiar networks and connections can be very difficult, even in large cities where expat support groups and services are available. The trailing spouse may look to their partner to fill this void, which also creates an additional distraction for the employee. With the assignee at work, the trailing partner also is the one who often has to deal with the children's stress from moving from one location to another. So the question then is, how can mobility practitioners address these issues and determine the support needed? Well, here are a few guidelines that hopefully managers can follow. The first one is make sure you actually understand the primary expectations of a prospective assignee and their partner upon acceptance of the assignment, and advise them whether their expectations are really realistic. Though family support may initially be more expensive, in the long run, it may actually ensure that a greater return on investment happens when the assignment is successful. Thirdly, the right candidate is not measured by the assignee alone, but by accompanying family members as well. That's why using a formal candidate assessment program can allow all parties to evaluate the suitability of participants. Additionally, support through comprehensive destination services, including a pre-move orientation trip, is really key to ensuring assignment success. The trip should actually enable the families to preview homes, schools, and key destinations. Companies need to assess the work aspirations of the accompanying partner. Up-to-date information on what is legally possible in the realm of paid employment should be made available before the final decision to relocate has actually been made. If no such opportunities exist, then placements in volunteer work or information about educational options should actually be provided to them. And remember that culture shock is a huge challenge for assignees and their families. So it actually makes sense to equip them with the knowledge that they need to act appropriately in the host location. Some of the key tools in providing this support are the use of cross-cultural and language training for all family members. Such a support is likely to result in happier partners, which in turn will result in an assignee who's more centered and ultimately more productive. For more information, read Cartus Consulting Mobility Insights on Trailing Spouses.